Hey everybody, this is Ed Froelich. I'm with Ocean Deep Fishing, and today I'm going to explain to you a little bit about my painting side of the Ocean Deep Fishing channel. So if you've watched the introduction to my channel, you saw that besides fishing, I'm an artist. So what I did, I'm self-taught, as you probably heard in the video. I've never had an art class or whatever. I kind of just picked it up. You know, I'm a little bit skilled from drawing and stuff, so I know perspective. I've taken art classes in high school, you know, basics. So what I did to prepare myself is I went on the public broadcast channels. Our channel's 15, you might be different wherever you guys are from. And I watched Bob Ross, I watched Weilands, a few other painters that inspired me, and then I liked their work. So I watched those for about 6 months. I learned their techniques that they used. I learned the paints that they use. I learned how they put paint to canvas and what kind of canvases they use and stuff like that. So after 6 months, I decided, I went out and I went to Michael's. I always wait for a sale. They always have some great deals on canvases and paintbrushes and paints and stuff like that. But anyway, I paint in acrylics strictly for the most part. I have touched base with oils. The cleanup with oil versus water, it's just so much easier to use acrylics than oil base. But I have done both, and I'm going to show you some of the paintings that I've done in both. Anyway, the difference between oils and acrylics is with acrylics, you have to work pretty fast because they dry fast on the canvas. And throughout the paintings and stuff as we do, I'm going to show you a few tricks on how to slow down that drying process so that you can work better with it. Oils, if you wanted to go that route, you have to use paint thinners or mineral spirits or whatever to clean your brushes and all your whatever you use for there, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. The advantage for me, I think, over oils versus acrylics is you can start your paint project, you can go back to it the next day or the day after, and the paint is still pliable so that you can blend together the different colors better than you can with acrylics. Now, I've mastered my own technique with acrylics so that I can blend over a period of days to make it look like oil. And just like anything else, the more you do, the better you become at it. So now I've been painting almost going on 5 years now. See some of the work that I've done here, and we'll go from there. So we're going to be doing our first DIY painting, and that is going to be, I believe, a sunset that we're going to do on canvas and acrylics. It's one of the easiest paintings to do. I'll show you the techniques. We're going to do it on probably like an 18 by 20 canvas. And if you're inclined to have a beach scene themed room or a house, or maybe you have a beach house, you want to paint something to put in your room. So anyway, there's a lot of options. Come on with me. Let me show you around. I'm going to show you some of the paintings I've done. I'm going to show you some of the equipment, where I have it and how I do it. And then we're going to get started pretty soon here on painting our first DIY painting. Alright, come on, let's go. Let me show you around. So here is one of my first paintings that I ever did after watching all the public broadcast channels to get an insight of how to do it. This is going to be a painting from what I learned from Bob Ross about 5 years ago that I did this. So let me show you this here. 8 by 10 is done with acrylic paint on a canvas. So that was my first one I did, and as you can tell, it's underwater with a sailfish with a bunch of bait fish over there, and that is all done with acrylic paints. And you can see as I go in there, you can tell all the different colors in the fish, and that's all blended over days in order to get those different colors. And then looking at pictures from magazines, I picked out probably 15 magazines that had like sailfish in it, and I used the colors from the pictures in there to create my own artwork. Anyway, we definitely don't want to copy other people's work. So this piece you see is on wood, and it's a wood frame with wood slots, and then it's acrylic paints painted on there. Wine glasses. Very popular one that a lot of people have liked. This is a dolphin. So that's one of my turtle views. Now this painting I actually painted to put in an art gallery in downtown Orlando. The theme was dance. So I painted this. This is kind of my first off-the-wall type of painting, and I named it Eye on Dance. And then I have 2 easels that I paint with. One easel is right there. Sometimes I'm working on 2 paintings at one time. Sometimes I'm doing one for a client and I'm doing one for myself. So I have 2 easels going. So we are going to do an 18 by 20 canvas. We're going to do a beach scene with a sunset. And I'm going to show you how to set all that up, and it works out pretty good. Stay tuned, because we're going to be starting on it right now. Guys, we're going to be using a 16 by 20 inch canvas. They call this a gallery wrap canvas because it has it's wider in the back. So when you're painting, you can paint on here and then wrap the corner. If you wanted to hang it on the wall without having to get a frame and frame it, you can do that, or you can frame it, whichever you want. So we're going to have a straight line that goes across here for our horizon. And this works with any size canvas. You want to make sure that you don't put that line dead center, because it's going to look like your painting is just cut in half. Depends on what you want. So if you wanted to show more beach than you did water, we would put the horizon a lot higher right in here over there. And if you wanted less beach but more water, because maybe you're going to put some boats or something out in the water and you need more water to show your thing, then you would put your horizon a little lower. Because it's a little bit more challenging to do a sunset with all the different oranges and yellows and stuff, I think that's what I'm going to do for you on here, so you can kind of see that. And then if you wanted to just do a morning sunrise, you can just take out some of the elements of color. It's the same technique, same way to do it, but you can take out some of the different colors. So we're going to be using probably 7 or 8 different colors throughout here to get the scheme over there. So, and I'm not even going to measure this here. I'm just going to kind of get an idea by eye of what I like. And you know, as long as you stay above or below the halfway mark, that's going to be fine. You determine what you want. So that looks pretty good to me there, so I'm just going to draw a line across there. I'm going to go on this side and finish it. Blue tape, painter's tape, you can get it at Walmart, painting store, pretty much anywhere that sells tape. They're about $7 a roll, and this roll lasts me a long time. Put that on our horizon line. And because I'm doing the sky first, we're going to put the tape from the line downward. Alright, so you can see right there, that's your straight line for your horizon. So, like I said, the acrylics dry fast, so just use a paintbrush and a paper towel. So I'm just going to use this brush right here. You can use a bigger brush, or you can use a squirt bottle. You can squirt the canvas. And all I'm doing is dampening. I'm going to put a little bit of water on there, just so that the dryness of the canvas, the water will be absorbed a little bit, and you'll have a little bit more time to paint your paints on there. Alright, so, and then you don't want it soaking wet, because you don't have to start out, I mean, it costs, paints and brushes cost a lot of money. I'd say maybe the 2 most brushes that you use on a consistent basis, you want to spend some money and get a good one. Some of my brushes, each one I get them on sometimes on sale, or I'll look for a coupon 30% off at Michael's, and I'll go buy a $30 brush and get 30% off. Sometimes they're buy one get one free, so you get them at half price over there. But yeah, when you're going shopping at Michael's, there's always a coupon online. They run these things like 3 times a year, like for canvases. I buy all my canvases like only 3 or 4 times a year, and they're basically buy one get 2 free because they're 70% off. So like all my bigger canvases that I have, you know, they're usually $100 and something. So I get them for $38, $40, $100 canvases that are gallery wrapped. So that's another way to save money. All right, so we're going to blend our colors from light to dark on here. So we're going to have the blue water down here. We're going to have the orangey and yellows. I'm going to use as a sunset, that the sun is like almost setting over there. So you're going to have a lot of darks, oranges and yellows in here, and it's going to lighten up, and you'll have some clouds up here that have some silhouettes of orange color in there. So anyway, let's get started.